Hello, welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Poop Plays Jisei. So obviously in the last episode we died. So we're actually continuing off where we left off because obviously I know that obviously what not to do, so I'm just going to guide her through this bit so we can actually continue to the end of the story. So we're back to the bit before we got killed, and obviously we're going to do the right answers this time, and hopefully it should be soon, and it should be the last episode, but I'm not 100% sure. But let's get ahead with it. Okay.
Well, obviously you're going to say that's a good idea, you're probably right.
Yeah. That's a good idea, you're probably right.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. I was worried that it might not make any sense.
Okay.
Where'd she go?
She just disappeared. So, now what do we do?
Talk to somebody else?
Yeah, let's talk to somebody else and see what they know. If not, maybe talk to the detective. I think that's one of the main things I remember was getting killed by her. Okay, so what do you know about Autumn Engineering?
They're the leaders of the industry, but some people claim to steal their ideas. Some people claim they steal ideas from other companies. On the flip side, Autumn Engineering has claimed repeatedly that companies steal from them. In fact, they were just about to make a pretty big announcement, but it was suddenly pushed back for some reason. Personally, I think that they're just the target of criticism because they're the biggest. They may not be perfect, but they're no worse than any other company.
Well, that's clearly because we know he works for it now. We probably should have asked that question first.
Maybe.
Okay. What do you know about Autumn Engineering?
Those 2-bit scientists? Ha! They could deduce their way out of a paper bag. Everyone in the industry knows that all they do is manipulate the government to make laws and hand out their grants in their favour. I think we've already read this bit.
Yeah, we've already read this. Let's skip through this bit. So maybe we should just talk to the detective now.
I guess so. Oops.
Okay.
Oh, we've got nothing to say. I don't know what to do. Move to the ladies' room?
No, we can't go there.
Move to the men's room?
I don't think it's going to be... Oh! Ah! As I entered the bathroom, I nearly ran into Miss Bernstein. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Miss Bernstein shifts uncomfortably and idles with her watch for a moment.
It's fiddles.
Fiddles with her watch. What are you doing in here anyway?
Well, I had to use the restroom, and the woman's is off limits naturally. Don't worry, I'm done.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
I suppose it depends on the question.
I was just wondering why you decided to work for Biodev Imaging. It seems like it's really important to you.
When I was younger, my father passed away due to heart failure. It was genetic, and there was nothing we could do to stop it. I wish there was a way to save him, but there wasn't any viable technology at the time. I work for Biodev Imaging because we're doing things for people. We're saving lives. If no one else has to go through what I went through, I'll be happy. Hopefully, that's a suitable answer for you.
Yeah, I was just curious. Thanks.
You're welcome. Examine the room.
The bathroom is surprisingly clean.
No, that's not missing though.
What is that though?
I don't know.
Well, I do know, but...
Suspicious.
Okay.
We can't even talk to him yet.
Okay. So let's go back into the main area.
Chance?
Oh, we haven't asked her.
But I think she knows about anything.
Yeah. Okay, maybe this is it then. I think. So talk to the cop again.
Let's try to talk to her, I guess.
It's all messed up because we had to go back.
Oh, hey, detective.
Oh, hey, this disembodied...
The disembodied.
This disembodied voice is back. It's been a while. I'm starting to get worried.
I'm afraid I don't have much more I can offer you. You're on the inside, so you have all the keys. I know you've seen more than the rest of us can see. Try to remember. The last piece of the puzzle is there. Good luck.
Good luck. That's it. I'm not sure whether or not I should be offended that the mysterious friend seems to have ditched me. But the truth is that even if I only have a fragment of Sarah's death, it's a lot more than anything else we've got right now. I shut my eyes and focus on the last thoughts that Sarah had. I can't breathe. I can't open my mouth. There's something on my face stopping me from breathing. Is it a gag? No, it's actually holding my mouth shut. It's tape. I can smell it. The flower scent of the bathroom is strong, but it smells like duct tape. I twist my hands, but they're also taped together. And there's someone here with me. Someone holding me down while I'm struggling. I can feel fingernails digging deep into my skin. One of them bends as it digs into me. I twist around and I can feel it snap against my skin. That's it! That's the missing piece! I rush to the bathroom and quickly look into the trash can. Sure enough, there it is, stuck to a pile of duct tape.
It's a
The thing is,
fingernail.
I thought it was a bit of red paint. It's actually a broken fingernail. The smudges next to it must be blood. I have my proof. I know who the killer is. I need to speak with Detective Gursky.
Oh man.
I head back into the hallway, but he's nowhere to be found. I can hear his voice. I find Detective Gursky in the main area, taking down everyone's contact information. Detective!
Whoa, hey, I'm just getting everyone's numbers so we can call you later on.
No need for that. I figured it all out.
Really?
Really. All the eyes in the room are suddenly focused on me.
What? You mean you know who the killer is? You figured it out?
Well, I figured out the major bits at least.
Well, you're going to have to fill in the gaps before you try to sell it's an absolute truth, but I'm willing to listen. Let's go over what we know, starting with the timeline. You arrived around noon, so you were here before everyone else.
Right. Now I'm going to save it here. Because obviously this is important and I don't want to read it again. So, right.
Of the rest of the people here who arrived at the coffee shop first? Well, Chance arrived about 2. Kazaki came after her because she mentioned it. Miss Bergstrom, I think it was Sarah.
It was the victim, Sarah.
Damn it!
That's right, I forgot. In that case...
So it was Chance then.
You need to do the voices.
Oh, sorry, I'm not doing the voices. Alright, who came in after her?
Who came in after Chance did?
Kazaki.
He even saw Chance cleaning all the espresso machines after she argued with her manager.
That's right. The manager sounded pretty angry with her. He said she messes up like this too often. Oops! Alright. After Kazaki, who came in?
It was the victim, Sarah. Chance and Kazaki both saw her come in.
And after that, but sometime before 2:40, Sarah was murdered. Then Miss Bergstrom came in and you found the body, and found you with the body.
Yeah, then there was all the yelling and accusing and all that other stuff.
So how was the victim killed?
She was suffocated.
With what?
Duct tape. The culprit used it to bind her as well and seal her mouth and nose. After she died, the killer removed all the duct tape and threw it away in the men's room.
That makes sense. But what about the knife?
Why was there a knife in her?
I think it was meant to incriminate Chance.
It was meant to incriminate Chance. The culprit overheard her arguing with her manager, so he or she knew the kitchen would be empty. After Sarah died, the culprit removed all the tape, snuck into the kitchen, stole a knife and stabbed Sarah with it.
So who do you think the true culprit is?
Who was the murderer?
It was her. She has the nails.
It was Miss Bergstrom.
Why the hell would Chance kill me though?
You'll see in the later ones. It all links up. Are you sure? Oh.
Are you sure about that?
Was it really Miss Bergstrom? Yes, I'm positive.
What? That makes no sense. Why would I do something like that? I think it's biodev imaging.
Sarah stole from biology and you wanted revenge.
Is that a joke? If Sarah were a great corporate spy, why would she stick around in a coffee shop 2 blocks away from the place she was supposedly stealing from? Besides, I'm high enough in the company that she'd recognise me right away. If she actually did steal anything from biodev, she'd run away as soon as she saw me. I wouldn't have a chance to restrain her, do all that stuff you said the murderer did. Do you have any proof that Sarah was stealing information from biodev?
Well, no. It's just a hunch right now.
Well, it must be the other thing then, that she was also a double spy as well. If it's just a hunch, then don't go accusing me without any proof. Well, look into your theory, but maybe it's best if you sit tight and wait for the police to solve this. And until then, please don't make any more wild accusations like this, that I will fail.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Okay, so let's go back.
Okay, so let's go to menu, yeah? And load.
Load game, that one. So let's get back to where we were.
Sarah stole from Autumn Engineering for you, but something went wrong with the deal.
So Sarah stole from Auto Engine for you, but something went wrong with the deal.
You think I'd be able to do something as dirty as hiring a corporate spy?
I glanced over at Kazaki, but he didn't make any kind of eye contact. Well, let's put it this way. I have a testimony that Sarah did, in fact, steal information from Autumn Engineering.
Oh, I was being dumb.
And considering the situation, I believe that she came here to deliver that information. The USB drive that held the information is nowhere to be found, which leads me to believe that whoever she was supposed to meet with did end up with her. Biodev Imaging is still a new face in the live cell marketplace. I'm sure a little kickstart from the competition's research files couldn't hurt. You're the only person here with ties to Biodev. Do you wish to deny asking Sarah to steal information for you?
In case you forgot, I was the last person in. Sarah was already dead by the time I got here.
Yes, but that wasn't the first time you arrived here today. You came here before Chance arrived. You come here often enough that you know well when a shift starts, so you could come here before she did so that she wouldn't see you. You hid in the bathroom to wait for Sarah. When you heard Chance and her manager arguing, you suddenly got the idea to frame Chance. You knew the manager and Chance would both be out of the kitchen, so it was a golden opportunity to plant evidence that only Chance should have access to. You killed Sarah as planned, then removed all the duct tape, planted the knife, and escaped through the door in the men's room.
That sounds like a solid theory, but then, why did she bother to come back? Isn't it more incriminating for her to return?
That's what's been bothering me for a long time, but I've thought about it, and I finally understand why she came back. Your false nails.
What?
I found one in the bathroom already, stuck to the huge pile of duct tape that you used to kill Sarah. She fought hard when you restrained her, but your nails broke off in the struggle. Unfortunately, you didn't notice till after you had escaped. You replaced it with a new one, but then you noticed that you were bleeding. The police would now have your DNA as proof that you were the murderer. With Sarah's line of work and her recent job, they were bound to consider you as a suspect at some point in time. You knew you had to get rid of it immediately. You couldn't return through the emergency exit, so you had to take a chance at coming from the front. Unfortunately, when you came back, I already had discovered the body, so you decided to frame me instead. Jennifer stands in shock for a few seconds. With a sudden burst of energy, she pushes me aside and races for the door.
Wait!
Kazaki races after her and grabs her by her wrist.
Let go of me! Ugh!
She spins around and slaps him in the face. He winces and stumbles back a few steps. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Miss Bergstrom is already heading towards the front door, but Detective Gursky steps in her path.
That's enough. Ah!
She skids to a halt and desperately searches the room for another exit, but I'm already blocking her passage to the hallway. She sighs and shakes her head
resignedly. I'm such a fool! Running is the biggest proof of guilt, no? I suppose I should have seen this coming. Fine, I confess. It's just as you said.
She pulls up her sleeve and unstraps the watch around her wrist.
This is a USB drive. Everything on it belongs to Alton Engineering.
Detective Gursky takes it from her wrist with a nod. Why did you even do it in the first place?
That greedy woman came today saying that someone else had offered her even more money for the information that I heard her to steal. She said that I'd have to pay a much higher price if I was still interested, and that I should meet her here to make the exchange. People like her are the reason the world is hurting so much. Because of her greed, dying people are being denied the care they need. She got what she deserved.
How can you say that?
What?
You have no right to decide who deserves to live and who deserves to die. You spoke so fondly of saving lives and doing such good in this world, but you were so quick to shed the blood of another. You say that it's for the greater good, but it was really just for yourself, wasn't it?
I just thought that...
Her voice trails off. I open my eyes slowly, struggling to maintain my composure. I knew you thought you were doing the right thing, but there is nothing in this world that will make the weight of killing someone go away. You're going to spend the rest of your life with that burden, desperately trying to find a way to make the guilt disappear. I'm sorry. Outside the window, a police car with flashing lights pulls up. Detective Gursky pulls out a pair of handcuffs and snaps them gently on Miss Bergstein's wrist before leading her outside. I sink down into a chair and lean back. I feel so drained. I wish I could just go to sleep and not wake up for at least a year. Kazaki?
Yeah, well, no, actually, my name is Naoki.
Naoki, huh? You look different.
That's sort of the point of disguise, A
disguise? He may have changed his appearance, but he doesn't seem to have changed his personality at all.
It's definitely a girl.
It looks like the whole shy guy thing wasn't an act. In fact, he seems even shyer now. Was there something you wanted?
Yes, actually, we need to talk.
About what?
We have a little bit of a problem with this case.
A problem? What do you mean?
Well, the job I was originally given was to retrieve the USB drive and find out who wanted the information from Alton Engineering in the first place.
The police have the USB drive now, so it's as good as safe. And Miss Bergstrom already confessed to hiring Sarah. What's the problem?
Miss Bergstrom said that Sarah claimed someone else was interested. If this third party is really after the info, we need to know.
A third party is involved. I suppose that would explain why Sarah had the idea for imaging. She was likely hired to steal research from them as well. Still, all this corporate backstabbing doesn't really have anything to do with me, and I'd really like to get away from this place as soon as possible. Well, that's all very interesting, but I don't see why you're bothering to tell me any of this.
Well, we think your ability might be useful in figuring out the third party.
I quickly glance around the coffee shop. Everyone else has gone already, but I lower my voice anyway. How do you know about that?
You're not the only one with extra abilities, you know?
So you...
I have a perfect memory. I remember everything around me, sights and sounds and smells. Everything. So it's not quite... Once I experience it, I remember it forever.
So earlier, when I asked you about what this place sells to see if you really were a regular customer here...
I lied. I have never been to this coffee shop before in my life. I can recite the entire menu if you want, though.
That won't be necessary. I suppose I should have been suspicious when you answered so specifically. A normal customer would say something like $1 or $2 rather than giving an exact price.
It's really useful for missions if you have to follow and observe.
I suppose I have you to thank for the voice in my head giving me information about Sarah as well?
Actually, that was my boss.
Your boss? So you're the one who was leaking information about me? All that time chatting online, you were just telling your boss what I was up to.
Guilty as charged. But I really would be a good thing if you could work with us. Would that be okay with you?
I don't know. I'd really rather have a little to do with this as possible. And honestly, I don't know why your boss thinks you need my help anyway.
You've got it all wrong, Detective. Aki!
At the entrance of the cafe stands a figure, stunningly similar to Nako. Well, except for a couple obvious differences.
I'm sure Naoki is a boy as a girl. It's got boobs there.
That's his sister, twin.
Oh!
A young girl trails at her side, peering cautiously into the cafe at me. Aki, am I to assume that you're the boss that Nako speaks of?
Guilty as charged.
She smirks as she looks me over, sizing me up.
It would mean a lot to me if you agreed to work with us. But, just as so you're clear, we don't need your help. You need ours. Is that the end?
That's the end!
Ooh.
Obviously, it actually continues off in the next series, which is Kansei, I think. Kansei. It's a Sai series, I know that. So what was your overall thought of it?
I think it was good. I think it would have been fun, I guess, if you'd found more clues, I think, because it's quite short, but I guess that's the point of it, that it is short. So
well, that one is.
For what it was, I did enjoy it, yeah.
Yeah. The next one is longer. If you guys enjoyed it, let us know.
You check it out yourself, I guess, but, like, don't piss off the blonde coffee girl chick. Why the hell did she kill me? I don't understand. She killed me and I just...
You see, the problem is, you have to play the others to find out. And the end of the series is when you find out. And then you're like, why haven't you made another one yet? It's been years. And you want to cry inside.
Oh, okay. Well, when I cry inside, I'll let you know.
But anyway, guys, I hope you like the series. Ooh, what does this say? Epilogue.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hey, it's me. I'm afraid I couldn't get the USB that you wanted. There was a little bit of a complication with the handout. Some woman from BioDev killed Sarah before I could get it to her and to the police, and the police confiscated the USB as evidence. Yeah, I know. I do have something that might cheer you up, though. I think I ran into someone you've been looking for.
That's why Chance tried to kill you.
She a crazy bitch. She's from the other company, and she wants Jisei, I guess. Oh, what's his name? I don't even know. Let's call him Jim. She wants Jim, obviously, doesn't she? He's gonna be attacked and killed and wanted.
It's hard to say. Obviously, my memory is quite short of it, but I know in the last game she makes an appearance again, and she actually explains the whole thing about it, and it's on a proper cliffhanger.
Literally, so the last one is a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
I know. But the thing is, as obviously the next game is longer and you've got a load of different endings. So this one you can either you get the true path or you get the wrong path, which is getting killed by chance, or you get the path where you just don't guess who it is and you just don't know.
Yeah.
The next one you actually have a very bad ending. You have like in between, but you have a bad ending at the end, you have a good ending, and you have that middle ending. And then the final one, I think there's like 4 different paths you can go on.
Right.
And they're much longer games, so it gets longer as you go along, and there's a lot more detail to take in. So yeah, I like these games.
I like it because it's sort of like a story, but at the same time it's like you get to interact with it.
And you got to use your brain a bit as well. So
yeah, that doesn't work very well.
Well, you figured it out. I mean, the first time I played it, because I got killed by chance as well, I thought it was chance.
Yeah, but I saw the nails on the girl. It was pretty obvious once you saw it, because you saw her have her hands folded up and she has the nails. It's like it can't be.
I was trying to hint it to you quietly, but obviously I didn't notice that. I didn't look at the nails, and then I saw it. I didn't even notice the red thing. That's why I went, what's that red thing there? Just trying to get it in there, like, and get it right. Don't let me down.
Alright, okay. Well, this ends that episode here. Let's Coffee and Poop play another episode of Jisei. Maybe the next time we'll play Kusei, or I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, see you next
Oh,
time.
it's Kansei.
Kansei.
See you later. Bye.